to 10, how much do you trust McVay in the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, Shannon. Don't. I knew it.
10. 10, I trust
That's
him.
not what you said like
10?
a week ago.
No. Because here's the thing, Skip. He understands being schooled by Coach Belichick. A lot of coaches get caught up in.
I mean, like literally schooled on the football field.
He did. He got schooled on the football field.
Because they scored 3 points and had 260 total yards.
Right.
Go ahead.
But I think the thing is, Skip, is that you have to let the game will dictate what you need. And that's what Coach Belichick really does. He understands, okay, this game is going to be a shootout, so I need to take more risk in a situation like this, maybe go for a little extra, or this game's going to be nip and tuck. Because, Skip, remember, midway through the third quarter, it was still 3-0. But Sean McVay was not approaching it like that.
Yep. And
I think he had a discussion with Coach Belichick after the game at some point in time in the offseason, and Coach Belichick set him down. You let the game dictate how you call the game, and not just say, well, this is what I do. Because doing what you do will get you beat if the game does not dictate you need to do that. So I think, and plus, Skip, having been there, having been in that moment, he is the 5th coach to reach the Super Bowl twice in his first 5 years. Tom Flores, I think, just went into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Joe Gibbs in the Hall of Fame. Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Famer. And Mike Tomlin, who's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Definitely.
And McVay is the youngest to do it. So that just gives you a sample of just how good of a coach that he is, Skip. And so for me, I believe having been there, understanding the moment, having gotten some, and that's what you should do. Somebody beats you at something, and if they're willing to, and I think Coach Belichick has done a great job of that, helping some of the young coaches come along, parting some wisdom, giving them some advice, is that he sat him down and says, okay, this is probably where you made the mistake. This is what you probably could have done here or should have done here. Kyle Shanahan did the exact same thing with Coach Belichick. So I trust him. And guess what? He's 2 years younger than Zach Taylor. Now, they know each other. Zach was on his staff. They know Hold up. You mean to tell me Zach Taylor got a job without calling play? Oh, never mind. But anyway, I trust him, and you should too. After the number that he did. He just keep beating Tom. Beat Tom twice and made him retire.
Really? Made
Hurt
him
my heart.
retire.
Hurt my heart.
So, what happened when Tom faced McVay in the Super Bowl?
I just told you he learned from that.
Lost.
And ever since then, he ain't beat him since. He done beat him 3 times, Skip.
Okay, I got some issues
What did you
to
do?
expose and put out in the middle of the table, and
What
I
did
think you agree with every one of them. I'll go on the scale of 1 to 10 trust level. I'll go up to a 6 for Coach McVay, as I call him. The biggest obstacle this very young coach still faces is he's got the biggest ego in the Rams franchise. You know it, and I know it. He wants to be the star of Hollywood stars. He wants to be bigger. He wants to have a higher profile than Aaron Donald or Jalen Ramsey or Matt Stafford or Cooper Kupp or even Odell Beckham Jr. It's his team, his way, and he has to impose his will and ego on the football game. And I don't care what you say, he will try to do it at all costs on Sunday at SoFi, a week from Sunday, obviously. I'll go to a 6 because I see in Coach McVay a little Mike McCarthy when it comes to challenges. Am I right? He's got a little McCarthy going on in him, does he not?
He did. That one the other night was, I don't know what he was thinking.
He gets a little overwhelmed, a little overmatched. He plunges on, and I'm like, huh? And it's head-scratching to the point of mind-blowing because on the use check one, I'm saying, what do you see? What do people upstairs say? I don't see it.
But the first challenge was good because it was a first down, Skip, and they said mark him short, so that was a good one. But that second one, I don't know what he was thinking on that one.
I don't know, and I've seen a pattern of this sort of behavior when it comes to challenges. So he was the youngest head coach in the league at age 30 when he was hired, and he's still the youngest head coach.
How many Super Bowls had he gone to? There's a second one, and he ain't 35 yet?
So you could argue he's on track, he's on path to become the all-time winningest head coach. Because if you could keep this up with highly talented
coach another 30
teams,
years,
right?
you might.
You just might be able to pull this off. But I am here to say that I don't think he learned any lessons from the first Super Bowl. I think he does what he does. And I also think he's got a little Harry High School in him because he goes a little crazy and loses his poise, See what happened with the 75-yard bomb to Deshaun Jackson.
Man, excited.
No longer a Ram.
You don't want to show
yards.
no excitement.
75 yards.
Ooh, look at DJ.
That's not Odell. That's
Look at DJ.
No, he's
over there.
ragged. And look, oh wait, there's Coach McVay. He's running up the tunnel.
Yeah, we got him. Give me some.
Is this not a look at me moment by the head coach? Ever seen a head coach run up the tunnel after his?
I think I was running too because I was like 4 weeks post hip surgery.
Okay.
I was running like
you were running like that.
Yeah, I was running around the studio. Yeah.
Ever seen a coach do that?
Yeah, look at
That's
it.
look at me. I want to share that. That's the team.
Yes, baby.
Going to the halftime locker room.
Yes,
because he's beating the GOAT. He's beating the GOAT. I want to be on camera. I want to be in the middle of everything because I want to be the star of Hollywood stars. That's who that guy is.
The last time we saw Guy, this young, Jimmy was older, but Jimmy had the the hairspray, had that thing wouldn't move.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Jimmy shaking, that thing wouldn't move at all. So this young
Emmett tried to mess it up after the first Super Bowl. And he was having a hard time.
That thing wouldn't move.
It's like rubbing concrete, man.
Like them 80s lady had that big hair, them Southern Belle, that a whole can of hairspray, that thing wouldn't move.
Nope.
Him and Kingsbury. Skip, that's that young guard. They not like the Coach Shulers, the old guard of coaches. He got they date models. He a single guy. Normally head coaches, you come into the league, you got a wife. First of all, they wouldn't even hire you, Skip, if you didn't have a wife, because they know you about some bullshit. That's too much power for you to be single, especially in LA. So he is a different breed. It's a different breed. I see him on IG. He be vacationing, his shirt off with his bootine. Oh, I mean, go ahead, Coach McVay. So I ain't mad at him. But he got some. Now, just imagine when he get that Super next week.
Remember what he said about Cabo, that he made the deal to acquire.
In the hot tub.
Matt Stafford, they were in the hot tub.
In the hot tub, yeah.
Yeah, that's where they came to. Yeah. They came to an agreement.
What other coach you think? You think Coach McCartney getting in the hot tub?
No.
You think getting in the coach? No, probably him and Kingsbury, they boys.
Yep.
So, Skip, let it be. I had to do that same thing. I had to get out of that old way of thinking, or the way they did it. This is a new age. It's new out here, Skip. Yeah.
This is so new that I've never, ever seen even a new age coach run up the tunnel after his receiver, after the play he called, went for a 75-yard blown coverage touchdown.
They can't run like. He's 34. I know what. Zach Taylor, Zach Taylor is 38. 36.
Sean's 36.
36. Yeah, 36. He got out. My bad. 36. So none of these others, they can't run. Can you imagine Coach Saban trying to run up the tunnel like that? Can you imagine Coach Belichick about to be 70 years old trying to run? These coaches can't run. Sean McVay, 36 years old, in great shape. You be hating on that man, too. Ever since he done did that number on Tom Brady, beat him 3 times. 3 times. The last 3 times they played, Sean McVay put something on him. Did that.
What I love about Zach Taylor is, number one, he's from God's country, Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, God's country. That's my country. And he's just got an even keelness to him. He's got a poise. He's got a comfort zone. He's more comfortable in his own skin. He does not need to be the center of all attention.
He go for it on every fourth down. These new age coaches, that's all they do is
he doesn't
rip
need to brag about it.
My guy ain't bragging, Skip.
Yeah, he does.
What he doing? He's just having a good time. Hold on. Now, you love Dan Quinn had his hat on the backwards. He up there slapping guys. You love that.
Just because my team was so deadheaded under please drop the Mike McCarthy that I needed a little energy and a little life on the sideline, and I finally got it with the cap on backward.
Okay, so that's what he's doing.
By the way, I don't think Jerry's got any use for cap on backward. That's why I think Dan Quinn's got no shot at being the head coach.
Trying to get a head coach?
No.
But that's what Coach McVay is doing. He's getting his team fired up, getting them ready to play. They're like, man, you see, Coach? Let's look at his hair. What coach you know got hair like that, got that thing cropped like that, got the thing cropped, got a little mousse up in it, come on, Skip.
All he wants is a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He wants his little star down there on the sidewalk. That's what he's angling for.
He has on fitted gray, got the European fit on the grays.
Yeah,
Skip. New age guy. That's new. You're going to have to gravitate towards that.
You better watch that he doesn't trip over his own ego right in the middle of the Super Bowl.
We're at home, Skip. Get to sleep in his old bed.
That might be even worse. That might be more cause to trip over your own ego.
No.
Yeah.
They got this. They got this.
I feel like you guys are secretly best friends, maybe, Shannon. You and
Yeah, me and Coach, you know.
Yeah,
we might go on vacation together.
It's just an
Talks a
Odell
million
thing.
times a
It's an
minute.
Odell thing.
You
It's
said I
okay.
think he was single, Shannon, but he is engaged.
He is. I thought you knew something I don't know.
No, but I'm saying he was, when he got the job, he was single.
Fair,
Well,
fair.
he's got
And
a
still
significant,
young.
for sure.
He definitely
Yeah.
has a significant other. I did some research while you guys were chatting
Yeah,
there.
thank
Definitely
you.
engaged.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.